In this short highlight clip is shown almost everything that can be done in the new sport of Speediball, except for, of course, catching and throwing, since this specific game was 1v1 with no teammates, which there will be team games in the future, as this game is meant to be played 12v12 on a full 120-yard football field with goals at each end. Then you will see throwing and catching. Anyways, players must try to run the ball between the two cans for 2 points, or throw it into either can for 1 point. They may score from either side of the cans going into or out of the end zone. They may also go 360 degrees anywhere around the cans, but must run the ball between the cans to actually score the 2 points. When a player is tagged with the ball, it is an immediate turnover to the opponent, hence why they are trying to avoid being touched by the defender in this clip, except for when they are air and or ground dribbling, as is seen quite a bit in this highlight. When a player is dribbling, they are not considered tagged when touched, and they may play on. However, of course, they put the ball at risk of being stolen for a turnover. That is part of the strategy involved as to whether to decide to run which is faster or dribble it, which is probably always necessary in tight areas around the goal line when close to an opponent. However, a player must carry the ball across the goal line. They cannot dribble it across, so if they are dribbling, they must transition to running with it by touching the ball to the ground without being touched before carrying it across the line. You can see the sport is unique, but has some similarities to football, soccer, basketball, and even hockey in it. We want to see the sport grow and be played competitively between schools at the high school and college levels one day, as a safer alternative to football, since it uses many of the same core skills needed in football, such as speed, quickness, agility, vision, creativity, and many more. It is also an affordable sport to play and practice, unlike some sports like baseball or hockey, since all the equipment it needs is really only a $10 5 to 7 inch inflatable rubber dodgeball and some cans to get started playing.